Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah. I'm here from the Relief Band team. I'm so excited to get in front of you guys just ahead of Mother's Day and summer travel. Talk to you about Relief Band. Some of you may be familiar with us. I'd love to see you in the comments. How have you been using your Relief Band? If you're thinking about purchasing it for anyone, and if you're new to Relief Bands, welcome. I'd love to show you how our products work, how it is a fantastic gift for a lot of upcoming holidays, and the perfect travel accessory for any upcoming travel. So, like I said, I'm part of the Relief Band team. I love working for this brand because truly we offer products that help so many people worldwide using a wearable technology. So that's what Relief Band is. It is an anti-nausea wearable device. It works by stimulating a nerve on the underside of the wrist, which sends messages to the part of the brain that controls nausea and vomiting, telling it to switch off those symptoms. So it can actually work before or after symptoms start, and it is 100% natural, drug and side effect free. So it is totally safe, and it really comes in handy if you're someone who struggles with motion sickness, seasickness, morning sickness, nausea caused by anxiety, migraines, chemotherapy, or post-operative. This is a product that you need. I hear it from thousands of people we see in the comments, in our reviews, who use Relief Band and are finding incredible relief. Nancy said, "Oh, I just heard about this." Oh, love that, Nancy. Where did you hear about us? We are definitely trying to get the word out. We provide, like I said, like a really effective solution that so many people need. So a lot of times we hear people hear about it from their friends and family who are using the product, who pull it out of their bag on the vacation or when they're in the car. So I'm glad that you've heard about us. If you haven't purchased one yet, I'm excited to tell you about some of the different models we have. So all of our products use our same patented technology. So they will all work effectively for you to prevent and treat nausea. They just have some different lifestyle features. Carrie says, my husband's friend who gets seasick swears by it. Oh, I was just telling some people on my team, I went offshore fishing last week. I may not look like the average fisherman, but I was offshore fishing and I was fishing for salmon. And I am someone who very much gets seasick, and I wore my Relief Band the whole time. The boat was going like this, and I was perfectly fine. It was great. It was super comfortable and convenient. A lot of people use things like Dramamine, with motion sickness and seasickness. But you have to plan ahead. Sometimes that can cause drowsiness. You can get other symptoms. Whereas me, I put my Relief Band on, I hit the button before I went on that boat, and I was good all day long. Maddie, wow, so cool. Salmon fishing. Yeah, I actually caught a 17-pound salmon. It was my first time doing that. It was an exhilarating experience. I thought it was very cool. But yeah, Relief Band definitely saved me in that moment. And what's crazy is I talked to professionals, like real professionals, fishermen who are either they do it for a living, they're charter boat captains, and so many people, even if they're an avid fisherman or they've been doing it for a long time, still suffer from seasickness, especially offshore. So when you are going offshore for things like salmon fishing, the conditions can just be a lot more rigorous than other places on the water. And so a lot of people definitely suffer from seasickness there. So I spoke with captains and people in the media, and also people from marinas, who all agree that this is something you just got to have on the boat. Ella says, what else does this help with? So yeah, so seasickness, like we've talked about, motion sickness. So that could be amusement park, that could be car sickness, train, plane sickness, anything like that. Nausea caused by anxiety, migraines, chemotherapy. If you have a friend or family going through chemotherapy, nausea can be a really pervasive symptom of that. So it does work for that. If you get nausea caused as a side effect of a drug or after surgery, it works for all of those things. Ella, if you have something else that you're hoping for it to treat and I didn't mention, please let us know, and I'd love to answer any questions you have. So all of our products, like I said, all use the same technology, but they just have some different features. So I'm going to walk you through those. Also, we are doing 25% off just for this event only. So the price you see is already 20% off. You don't have to put any kind of discount code or anything. It's on sale And we're also doing a gift with purchase. So if you purchase anything from Market today, you will get a free USB charger. So this is our USB charger. It's just a great alternative charging option on the go. It literally plugs in and the device sits right on top and charges. So you don't need any kind of additional cords or wires. You don't have to be wrapping it up and putting it somewhere. You can just slip this, in your bag, in your pocket, and have portable on the go. So this is going to be free with any purchase today. And that's just included in the box. So you don't have to add anything to your purchase. Ellis as well, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. So, okay, a couple things about our product. So I'm going to start with the Flex. So the Flex is a battery operated model. It has over 350 hours of use on a single battery. It's battery replaceable. So once that battery runs out, you can replace it. It has this really great comfort fit band, which feels so nice. It comes in this black color, and like you said, it kind of looks like an upside down watch. This is the one I wear the most. I find it really comfortable. Again, the hours, you can just really not have to think about it. And again, uses all of that same patented technology, 100% natural, drug and side effect free. We also do have an Apple Watch attachment band available on our website, which you can then wear your Relief band here and then your Apple Watch here, and that works on the Flex and the Sport. Liz says, love the design. Yeah, this is a really simple design. Again, the Flex is super comfortable, has this comfort fit band, so it feels really nice. You can honestly wear it all day, even if it's not turned off or even if it's not turned on, and just have it there just in case. When I was fishing, that was definitely important for me, was just the peace of mind. Even if I didn't turn it on, I liked to know that I had it there and I could turn it on if at any point, things started getting rocky or rough. But what I love about the product is it works before or after symptoms start. So you could be on the boat and maybe you didn't turn your Relief band on. You thought, I'm going to be okay. And then you start to feel sick. You can put the band on, turn it on, and 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to find relief from those symptoms, which is really incredible and something that a lot of other solutions for nausea and motion sickness just don't really work that way. So, with Mother's Day coming up, again, it's a really great gift for if your mom loves to travel, if she travels for business a lot, or family vacations, if she's going on cruises, it's fantastic. It also is really great for expectant mothers. So if you know someone who is recently pregnant and they are suffering from morning sickness, it works so well for that. I have a friend right now, shout out Jordan. She's using it right now for morning sickness and finding really great relief. She was suffering pretty debilitating nausea from her first trimester, and Relief Band has really helped with that. So that's our Flex. We also have our Sport model. So Sport model comes in 2 colors, actually. So it comes in gray and black. You can see it here. It has the same comfort fit band as the Flex. And the difference between Sport is that it is rechargeable. So you can charge it using your USB or the charger that comes with it. And it also is IPX7 waterproof. So it actually can be fully submerged into water, whereas our other products are only splash resistant. So this really is great if you are someone on a boat. So if you're cruising, boating, fishing, engaging in any kind of water sports where you don't want to have to worry about taking it on and off if you're going in or out of water, this is the perfect option for you. Also, this gray color is just super popular. Some people buy it just because they want this beautiful gray color. So it lasts up to 30 hours on a charge. And again, it is rechargeable and waterproof. Sharon, how long does it take to charge? It takes a couple hours to charge, but again, once it's fully charged, and it usually comes in the box with a little bit of a charge. So once you get it out of the box, you might just have to charge it for a couple of hours just to get it to full charge. And then again, you get 30 hours out of that once it's fully charged. So, you can wear it, if you're on a cruise, you can wear it all day long, put it on charge at night, get it charged up over the night and then wear it again in the daytime. But this is fantastic. Another thing is there is an opportunity to customize your treatment. because you'll see this one's maybe a little easier to see. You have some numbers here. So these are the different level settings. So you can actually choose the level of treatment that you need to mitigate your symptoms. So depending on, if you're using it preventatively or if you're already feeling symptoms, you may want to put it on a different level setting, but it really allows you to customize that treatment. And basically it's sending this pulse to that nerve to activate that nerve to tell the part of the brain to switch off nausea and those symptoms. So it works really effectively. And like I said, the price on these are all 25% off. So it's already in there. That price is 25% off, and you'll get the gift with purchase, which is the USB charger as well. Sharon, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't tell you like how much this device comes in handy. It really is a great gift for someone because it's something people actually need. And once they get it too, they might buy it for one thing. Oh, I'm going to Disney. I need it for that. They will use it for so many other things after that. So they will probably pull it out in the back of an Uber when that gets a little bit rocky and they're getting car sick. They're going to pull it out when, they maybe start a new drug or they come off of a surgery and they're dealing with some nausea from that. There's a million reasons why someone will then reach for the relief band. And, I always say if you have like a flashlight or a first aid kit in your house, like that's you preparing for the worst. And that's the same reason you need a relief band, is because have it in the glove box, have it in your purse, have it in your carry-on, because you never know when, you're going to get that rough landing in a plane and you're not going to feel well. And yet you're at the destination of your dreams and now you're not feeling great. So it's definitely something important to just have on hand. And every single person I tell about it or I gift it to uses it constantly. Another one of our products is called the Premier. This one makes a great gift because it's really chic. It is, like I always say, it's chic, sleek, and discreet. It comes in these two beautiful colorways. So this is the gray, which is a really nice charcoal color, and this is the blue, which is a really nice denim blue. The Premier model is our sleekest, most elevated design. So this really is for the person who really just wants it to look cool. It looks like a fitness tracker, doesn't look like a medical device. No one would, ask you, what kind of medical device you're wearing or why you're wearing it. So again, for expectant mothers, that, discretion is really important. So this is the one I gift to expectant mothers because, they can wear it and it can be super discreet if they're not telling people they're pregnant yet. This is such a great option. Again, it comes in these two beautiful colors. It's silicone, so it has that really nice soft touch feel. This one has 10 level settings, so that's the most levels of any of our products. So really, again, lets you customize the exact kind of level of treatment that you need in the moment. It is also battery rechargeable up to 18 hours on a single charge. And it comes with its own charger, but again, you're going to get that USB charger as a free gift as well. So that is the Premier. So all of these, Sharon says, I love this one, sleek. Yeah, that's why people love it. Like, it looks the coolest. It definitely, looks like a Fitbit or just a fitness tracker. It has that really nice soft touch with the silicone. So it's super comfortable. And it does have the 10 level settings, which just means you have just that many more options for customized treatments. So really all of the products, offer that level of relief, but they just have different features for different things that you might want. Again, I gift these to people all of the time. And you'd be surprised at how many times people are coming up to me telling me, oh my gosh, like, I used my relief band, or I gave my relief band to someone because I was with them and they were struggling with car sickness and they didn't have one, or I recommended it to a friend, or things like that. I have a couple in my household and somebody is always using it. It also works for hangovers. So if somebody, maybe celebrates a little too hard, I know we have graduations coming up. We have a lot of, if you have summer birthdays, things like that, you might be having some big celebrations. Maybe you're on one of those all-inclusive cruises. So it does work for hangovers. So if that's, if you get nausea kind of after a big night out, it's also a great thing just to have on hand for something like that. I hear a lot of people who are happy that they have a relief band the day after a big celebration. question. Marie says, I definitely get car sickness when not driving. I do too. That is one of the number one reasons I use my relief bands is because of car sickness. So I will, if I'm getting in the back of a taxi or an Uber, especially, I find those drivers tend to go a little bit crazy. So I will always put my relief band on. I'll put it on at a low level setting so that I can just use it preventatively and then I'm good. But trust me, I've been in the back of an Uber so many times with somebody who doesn't have a relief band, and all of a sudden they're cracking the window. They're kind of looking around like, oh, we might have to pull over. And I pull one out and I give them to them. So if they're already experiencing symptoms, it's still really great because you can really alleviate those symptoms really quickly with the relief band. So we have, the Flex, which I have, that comes in black. This is your battery replaceable model. And then you have your Sport, which is your great rechargeable waterproof model. And then we have the Premier, which is so sleek, so chic, and super, super discreet. So the other thing is people who suffer chronically from nausea. So we hear from people who unfortunately are going through things like chemotherapy. They are coming off of a surgery. They are taking a new drug that is causing nausea as a side effect. And those people are wearing their relief band for hours a day, sometimes the majority of the day. And so, all of these products are really great for that, for your chronic sufferer, someone who really needs that relief. Helene says, does this work with migraines? Yes. So it does treat nausea caused by migraines. My husband specifically suffers from migraines, and he uses it at the first sign of a migraine. He puts his relief band on. Nausea is a really big symptom for him when migraines occur. So, and then it does, just from personal experience and from, his kind of experience, it does also just kind of take the edge off of that pain of the migraine. Obviously, it doesn't fully cure the migraine, but it does take the edge off of some of those symptoms. So I know a lot of people who have the relief band are using it for migraines for sure. So I'm going to read a couple of reviews we have from people just so you can hear how it's really working. Melissa says, I had a migraine and it started to get nauseous. I thought I was going to be sick, but if I put this on and within minutes it passed, I am a huge proponent for anyone to use this. We hear that all the time. So that, to your point, Helene, if you are suffering from migraines, that is something that we get tons of people giving us reviews and testimonials about how it is working for them for that. So we know that there's lots of users worldwide. Kimberly says, my husband is getting chemotherapy and I bought this as a last resort to help him, sorry. He swears by it and never goes without it. It has helped so much with his nausea. I would recommend anyone to give it a try. Chemotherapy is really, really difficult on the body for anyone who has to go through that kind of therapy. I've had family members and family members of friends having to go through it, and nausea is one of the most prevalent symptoms of chemotherapy alongside others. And now, if I know anyone who is starting chemotherapy, I always gift them a relief band because it's just absolutely priceless relief and quality of life during that period. These people just want to be able to wake up and feel a little better and spend time with their loved ones. And it is just, again, it's completely priceless to be able to provide someone with relief from something like that. Allison says, I feel like this is a product I never knew I needed. I hear that all the time. Like when I tell people what I do, where do you work? I work for a Leaf Band, and people say, what is that? And I tell them and they're like, oh my gosh, like I can think of a million reasons why I need that product. And like I said, they may buy it for one thing, but they end up using it for a dozen others, and people in their household use it for things as well. So yeah, definitely need it, Allison. We have so many products, we have so many options. So no matter what you're buying it for, you'll definitely have an option of something that's going to work for you and provide great relief. The other thing is, here we got a review from Norma. She says, I wore it on a 7-day cruise that was very choppy the last few days. It performed great. No nausea, no drugs. That is the big thing about our product, is no drugs. So if you're like me, I really try to keep it as natural as possible. I try not to switch one symptom for another. So people who are experiencing nausea may take something like Dramamine or scopolamine, and they may get another side effect from that drug. So, Dramamine tends to cause drowsiness as well as other symptoms. Scopolamine patches can cause dizziness or eyesight issues. So, I'm just not willing to switch one symptom for another. I'd rather treat, things like this naturally. And, if you are going through something like chemotherapy, or you're getting nausea as a side effect for another drug, the last thing you want to do is take another drug. So that's the thing we hear about the most. Carrie says, I have tried everything, excited about this. Carrie, I know that there's probably we hear from so many people saying, I tried this, I tried that, and there's so many solutions out there that promise relief, but our product really works. We actually have over 50 clinical trials that prove our efficacy. So 50 clinical trials, we are FDA cleared. So the FDA has said that based on our clinicals, this really works. So I really hope you try it and you do find relief, especially if you've tried a lot of other stuff that's maybe promised you relief and you've not gotten it. So yeah, I hope you can try it, Carrie. Let's look at another review. Jacob says, I have to admit, I was very skeptical at first, but this is a lifesaver and got me through multiple flights and boat rides without nausea for the first time. Thank you. That's the thing, to Carrie's point, people try lots of stuff to help prevent and treat nausea and they don't get relief. And, we all see a million products on the internet promising you a million things, right? So I hate when I hear that people have wasted so much money on products that just don't work. Allison says, does it work with an electric pulse? Yes. So that's what it's doing. It is using a proprietary pulse-based technology. So basically, we've really done the research to study the exact kind of pulse and rate and frequency that activates that nerve as efficiently as possible to send signals to that part of the brain, which switches off nausea and vomiting. So yes, it does just feel like a light pulse. My boss uses this term champagne bubbles. It feels like tingling champagne bubbles in your palm. So the way it works too is basically you put two fingers down, and under those two fingers is your median nerve. So we give you, with every device, you get this conductivity gel. So this is exactly what they use in sonograms and things like that. It's just a clear gel. You put a coin-sized amount on that area, and then go ahead and put the relief band on top. The relief band has these little metal contacts. So that makes contact with the gel and then sends those pulses directly to the nerve, which provides the treatment and the relief. So I hope that explains it to you, Allison. But yeah, I hate when I hear people saying, well, I bought Dramamine or I bought C-bands or I bought this, and they're spending so much money. And it's adding up, especially over time, and they're still not getting the results or the relief that they really want. Again, things like Dramamine, you really have to plan in advance for Dramamine. You have to take it ahead of time. You have to, you might be drowsy, things like that. Someone said something really funny to me the other day. They said that they were going on a cruise and they were really nervous because of seasickness. And so they took Dramamine, they passed out. They were totally knocked out for like the whole trip. And she said it was the most expensive nap I ever took. So, you pay all that money to go to cruises, or you're going to Disneyland or Six Flags with your family, or you're finally taking that family, fishing trip. And all you want is to enjoy it and make those memories with your family. And if you're the one who gets sick and you have to turn around, or you're the one who's standing on the dock waving to everybody while they go and have a great time, that sucks. And, you shouldn't have to be held back by something like nausea or seasickness or motion sickness. Allison said, my kids are pressuring me to go to Disney. I would also pressure you to go to Disney. I've heard it's a fantastic time. So that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, I hear them, they say, oh, I would love to take the cruise. I would love to do that trip. I'd love to go to Disney, but I get motion sick, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that. And I just say, life's too short. So take the trip, take the adventure, have Relief Band as that thing that is going to provide you effective preventative relief from nausea and motion sickness, so that you can just take that trip and know you're going to enjoy it. I always it's almost like travel insurance, right? You're going to buy this device ahead of your trip so that that you're going to be able to enjoy that trip and that you're not going to be the person on the sidelines. You're not going to be the person on the dock. You're not going to be standing on the ground waving to everybody who's enjoying the amazing rides at Disney. So I don't know. I think now is the time, Allison. I think take that trip, get your Relief Band. With this 25% off sale too. I mean, get a couple for the family. It's good to always have a couple on hand, especially if you have, kids or other family members with you. And now's the time. So I think that now's the time for you to take your Disney trip. Any other questions from anyone? I'd love to answer. If you have any questions about our product. Another Kelly, this one's actually a little blurry for me to see. So I know we were having some issues with the blur, so I can't read that one right now. But like I said, I get tons of reviews that cross my desk every day, testimonials, people saying that our product is just life changing. They've been able to take on adventures they never could, or even just enjoy day-to-day life. If you are someone who is a chronic sufferer, you're taking a drug or medication that constantly makes you feel nauseous, like just the idea of being able to wake up and feel better is so important. Allison says, do you make a kids version? We do not have a specific kids version. We usually say, if your kid is old enough to be able to put it on themselves, they're not at the age where they're putting things in their mouth and things like that, then it's obviously safe. I would recommend probably the Flex or the Sport for kids, just because it is fully adjustable and it's really comfortable. So, even if they have small wrists, you can fully adjust it so that it fits on those small wrists. But again, you just want to make sure that they're not at the age where they might try to remove the battery, put that in their mouth, anything like that. And also, since the device does need to be on that specific nerve, that they are, old enough to be able to let it sit on that nerve and not move it around or anything like that. Allison says, perfect, thanks. You're welcome, Allison. If anybody has any questions, we have an amazing in-house customer service team too, who's always happy to answer questions or help you figure out, what device might be best for you. You can follow us on social at Relief Bands. If you're visiting us from our social media channels, hi, thank you so much for joining and for following. But yeah, 25% off if you guys buy today, and you'll also get that USB charger as a gift with purchase. So it was so great hanging out with you guys. Thank you everybody for all of your comments. And I hope that you guys can take on your next adventure and let Relief Band be a great part of that. So thanks everyone.